Good morning! Good morning and welcome to WWDC 2018. The App Store turns 10. Today is all about software, and we've got some very exciting updates across all 4 platforms. We're going to get started with iOS.
iOS 12. We want to get these improvements to as many of our customers as possible. iOS 11 supports devices that were introduced as far back as 2013, like the iPhone 5S. 81% of our over 1 billion active iOS devices are running our latest release. And now, when you look at the competition, well, it's hard to say they really have a software update model. iOS 12 will be available on all the same devices as iOS 11. And we're focusing our efforts especially on the oldest devices. iOS 12 delivers a number of improvements across common operations. You'll see that apps launch up to 40% faster. The keyboard can come up to 50% faster, and you can slide to take a photo at up to 70% faster. Now, CPUs traditionally respond to increased demand for performance by slowly ramping up their clock speed. Well, now in iOS 12, we're much smarter. When we detect that you need a burst of performance, like when you begin scrolling or launching an app, we ramp up processor performance instantly to its highest states. Augmented reality. It's called USDZ. You see, I can easily measure along this suitcase by just tapping and dragging out a line like that. And check that out. It's a measurement. We're making photos even better. And it starts with search to Siri. Shortcut. So with the Shortcuts app, you could do something like create a shortcut for surf time. And it could go get you the surf report, look up the current weather, get you the ETA to the beach, and even create a reminder for you to put on sunscreen when you get there. Now, it's all done with simple drag and drop steps in the Shortcuts editor right here. It's really easy. And today, we're announcing a comprehensive set of built-in features. Do not disturb. Notifications, instant tuning for notifications right from the lock screen, grouped notification, screen time. Every week, you get a weekly activity summary, and you get to view your full activity report. And we'll start with messages. New technology we call tongue detection. This new Animoji that I think you're all gonna love, like ghost, koala, tiger, and T-Rex, Memoji. With Memoji, you can create your very own personalized Animoji. It can look like you or the real you.
Snap and send.
FaceTime. Group FaceTime. 2 people, 3 people, actually up to 32 simultaneous participants. FaceTime is now integrated into messages.
I'm a comic book koala.
Yeah, it's me. I signed up to help test FaceTime.
It works on iPhone, iPad, and Mac, and you can even answer an audio on your wrist on your Apple Watch.
Next up, we'd like to talk about the Apple Watch, which is #1 in customer satisfaction. We're excited to introduce watchOS 5 today.
The new workout type for yoga, hiking, automatic workout detection, introducing walkie-talkie. We're making some great enhancements to the Siri watch face now, so you no longer need to say, "Hey Siri." You just raise your wrist and talk to Siri. View web content in mail or messages.
Apple TV.
Dolby Atmos. The Apple TV 4K is the only streaming player to be both Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos certified. 0 sign-on. Earth.
Is the Mac.
Our next release of macOS is macOS Mojave. We call it dark mode. Actually subtly changes throughout the day, from morning to afternoon to evening. Have a really great solution. And we call it desktop stacks to take a photo. And I want you to watch what happens when I select this to my phone. It automatically, immediately lights up, ready to take a photo. So I can take one like this. And when I do, this works as well for scanning documents. News to the Mac. Voice memos to the Mac. Home is coming to the Mac as well. Security and privacy. To include your camera and your microphone. You'll get this. Your Mac will look more like everyone else's Mac, and it will be dramatically more difficult for data companies to uniquely identify your device and track you.
Mac App Store. So we've redesigned an all-new Mac App Store from the ground up, and we're thrilled to show it to you now.
So I'd like to take a moment to briefly address this question. No, some key frameworks from iOS and brought them to the Mac.
We got started with iOS 12 with all new capabilities, including taking AR further than ever before, bringing Siri to any app with Siri shortcuts and screen time, and cool new communication features like Memoji and group FaceTime, and watchOS, now with walkie-talkie, activity competitions, new workouts, new Siri capabilities, and so much more. And Apple TV 4K, now with Dolby Atmos, some great new partnerships, and the ease of zero sign-on. And you're gonna really love those new aerial screensavers. And macOS Mojave, with all new dark mode, great updates to desktop and Finder, enhanced privacy and security, and a completely redesigned Mac App Store. Let's have an incredible week together. Thank you.